everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you two different plants. I have the lipstick plant. You'll be able to see another video on the same channel where I have showed you my pink lipstick plant as well. Lipstick plant or the Asychnanthus variety. And then you have Brazilian candles or the Pavonia Multiflora. So let's start off with the lipstick plant, and I can probably tell you later why I have done these two together, right? Now, if you look at the lipstick plant, so this variety of plants, it originates from Malaysia. This is actually a vine. It's an epiphytic plant, which means that it grows on trees, it kind of trails on trees, and it has these lovely clusters of flowers and very bright flowers. Okay, so it starts off with buds like this. So you see these purplish, almost blackish, brownish buds. And then from inside those buds are these things that come out. And the reason why it's called lipstick is because it looks like a lipstick that comes out of these buds. And then these are the blooms that come out. So there are different phases. So if this is stage 1, wherein you just have this bud, and then you have stage 2, which is this, like the lipstick coming out, and then you have these things that bloom, which is stage 3. Now there are beautiful varieties of this. In India, you find more of this one, and then you probably find the pink one, but you have these lovely varieties. You have something called the black pagoda, which is grown more for its foliage. And then you have something called Asychnanthus curly as well, which is more like the Hoya Hinduru with a lot of curls on its leaves. You have a variety called Mona Lisa, a variety called Tangerine, etc. So I'd love to have different varieties of this because this is a plant that I enjoy growing a lot. Now with the lipstick plant, it is more of I wouldn't say it's a completely shade-loving plant, but it prefers shade to direct sunlight. So what I do is I kind of normally grow it as a companion plant with something else. So this is currently growing with my wandering Jew. So the wandering Jew is facing the sun versus this one is a little bit on the other side so that it's not getting the direct sun. So if you expose the plant to direct sun, there's more likely that you will have leaves that are drying out, as well as the plant itself, which may succumb to it just can't take the heat or the direct sun. Right. Similarly, from a watering standpoint, it's more likely that you will kill the plant overwatering rather than underwatering. So err on the side of underwatering rather than overwatering with this plant. So it is drought tolerant, but it does require water as well. So it's not that it's not a succulent wherein it does require close monitoring, right? So when I say once you've got a hang of it, then it becomes easy, but till you get used to it, I have killed a couple of plants before I kind of got a hang of these plants. So you need to understand it's a little temperamental, but once you get the plant, it's very easy to grow. That is the Asychnanthus variety for you. This one is the Asychnanthus Cassiopeia. Okay, these bright red from the purple buds. Now moving on to the Brazilian candles or the Pavonia Multiflora. So Pavonia Multiflora or many flowers, as it is called, is from Brazil. This is a plant that belongs to the hibiscus family. So if you know how to grow hibiscus, you know how to grow the Pavonia. It likes its water, it likes bright sun. Okay, it will not bloom for you in shade. Okay, it will kind of droop in shade. It requires bright sun. So bright sun does not mean direct sun. Right. So if you know how to grow your hibiscus well, give it the same conditions. It does like its water. It likes to be watered, likes to be regularly fertilized. So need to watch out for any kind of bugs. It's relatively easy to grow. And somehow this plant always reminds me of the lipstick plant because I just feel it's like, they are mirror images, right? Like, I mean, if you look at this, This is actually, all these are buds. So these buds start very light and then they get darker over time. And then you see this red thing. These are actually bracts and the actual flower is inside. If you see with lipstick here, the bud starts with purple and then you have these red flowers, versus here the bracts are red and the flower is this purplish color. It's not bloomed yet. I don't see any blooms, but this is the thing that is going to bloom, and the blooms also look like these hibiscus stamens, something like that. So very interesting, and I feel like they are mirror images of each other. So that's why I've kind of clubbed them together, although I think in terms of care and what they like, they are actually opposites. This one likes bright sun, more water, whereas this one likes its shade and less water, right? This is a lot easier to grow. This is a little more temperamental. So they are opposites in that way, but so similar in terms of how they look, in terms of the flowers, etc. That's why I thought I'll club this video together rather than just focusing on one plant. Lipstick is much easier to find in nurseries now, versus Brazilian candles are still a little difficult. And it grows just like hibiscus. It can grow up to 4 to 5 feet on the ground, and maybe in a pot about 3 to 4 feet. And you can also keep hard pruning it and keeping it small as well, and bushing it up as well. So it's up to you. And this is a trailing vine. Both very interesting plants. So do find them and do give them a go and try them out. I hope you will. Okay, thanks so much for listening in.